Copiers of the Almost Daily Dividend Pie are always asking how to actually get a calendar of upcoming dividends and when you get paid out. The spreadsheet gives a rough guide, but it's better to have some form of software if you're serious about the accuracy of the payments and how much you're going to get paid. Now, there are a number of different tracking software, but I found a lot of them to be lacking in one regard or another. Now, none are 100% perfect, but the tracking software in this video I found to be the most accurate and comes up with the fewest errors, etc. Others can be a bit more aesthetic in design, but there are always trade-offs. You're of course welcome to use whichever you like, but in this video we'll cover how to track your dividends on getquin. Hello and welcome back to the Dividend Experiment, the channel that helps you build a portfolio that pays your bills. The content that will be discussed is intended for information and educational purposes only, and should not be considered investment advice or investment recommendation. Whenever you invest, your capital is at risk. If you're new into tracking dividends using getquin, first, you need to navigate to their website or download the app first if you're using your phone. Please note that in order to access all the features shown below, you'll need a premium subscription, and you can get signed up using the referral link in the description, or simply scan this QR code if you're watching on TV. Creating an account. After following the link and creating your account, you can follow the prompts. The app will guide you through a series of personalization questions that you can easily answer without my help, so continue until you reach this screen. Choose the brokerage account, and if you're currently using Trading 212, which you probably are if you're watching this video, choose Trading 212. And while we're on the topic of Trading 212, I asked Trading 212 if they could give me a unique code that you guys can simply type into the promo code section. Capital at risk, terms apply. If you've opened up a new account recently, or are planning to open an account, then here it is. DivXP or DIVEXP, short for the Dividend Experiment. So you have 10 days from opening your account to type this in and receive free fractional shares worth up to £100. I also get something as this is my custom code, so this helps you support the channel too. Now if you choose Trading 212, it'll ask you to import your Trading 212 portfolio using the API. Or another option if you prefer is to add your positions manually. This obviously takes longer if you have more positions. Importing your portfolio. So that's how you import your Trading 212 portfolio to getquin. If you want to know more, just click the Here button on the app for more detailed instructions, but it should be relatively straightforward. Now, let's say you've already imported your portfolio. Here's the dashboard homepage of the getquin website, and you can see your positions in the portfolio page. So for this, we'll make the Almost Daily Dividend Pie as an example for tracking dividends using getquin, and let's explain each section so you can have an overview of the user interface and how it will be used. Portfolio section. The first section is the portfolio. After importing your portfolio from your broker or after you manually imported your positions portfolio, you'll be able to see the performance of your portfolio based on the current value of the stocks in the portfolio. Allocation section. Next is the allocation. In this section, you'll be able to see the positions you have in your portfolio, and this is like the pie from Trading 212. In positions, you can see the stocks you currently hold, and these are the positions you imported from Trading 212. If you choose manual adding of positions, you can also do that under the position section and add transaction. Dividend section. Tracking your dividends will be under the dividend section. Here you can view upcoming dividends, past payments and totals. You can also set up notifications for dividend announcements and payments to stay updated. Use the reports or analytics feature to visualize your dividend income over time. You can navigate and change the year to see all the dividend payments you got every month. By subscribing to their premium plans, you'll also unlock features like tracking payout, year-on-year growth, and more. You can often filter by time periods or specific stocks to see detailed insights. You'll also be able to see the forecast of your dividends. Now, we're done with the introduction of the dividend section, which is perhaps our main focus on this topic. So let's talk about it one by one to make sure that we're on the same page after this. Under the dividend section, there'll be 4 metrics: total received, dividend yield TTM or trailing 12 months, yield on cost YOC, and compound annual growth rate. It's CAGR or payouts. Total received. This is all the dividends received during your investment. Announced dividends are not taken into account. For example, let's say you invested £5,000 4 years ago, which is the year 2020. If you copy the current composition of the Almost Daily Dividend Pie, then your total dividends would be £566.05. Dividend yield. This is a percentage of your current portfolio value that has been paid out in dividends over the past 12 months. Or in this example, the trailing 12 months performance of the Almost Daily Dividends Pie. In this example, the dividend yield currently sits at 3.3%. Yield on cost. This is your dividend yield of the last 12 months in relation to your invested capital. In this example, the yield on cost currently sits at 4.176%. Compound annual growth rate. This is the annual percentage growth rate of your portfolio's dividend payouts over your transaction history. In this example, the CAGR value is at 51.95%. This means that on average, your dividend payouts have grown by 51.95% each year over the period you're tracking. If you manually added your portfolio, make sure you enter the purchase date so the previous growth rate will be calculated and shown. And now that you already know what those metrics mean and what they show you, this will give you the ability to read your portfolio's dividend performance in one look. Let's take a look at the forecast feature that getquin has. Under the forecast section, the graph shows how much of the forecasted dividend earnings you can get in your current portfolio in the next coming years. So as you can see, for 2025, the projected dividend payments for that year will be £160.17, and for 2027 it will be £176.58 of dividend payments. So technically in this section, tracking your dividend payments ahead of time is the main purpose of the forecasted dividend earnings. It also shows you the optimistic scenario where dividends increase at a faster rate, and the pessimistic scenario where dividends will increase but not at such a fast rate compared to optimistic. If you want to track your dividends by month, you can also do that under the dividends section. Just select the year you want to track and dividends will be shown every month. Also, if it happens that the dividend payments will happen next month, the graph will show you the forecasted dividend earnings for the next month. Once you've been holding for a long enough time, it will track your historic dividends too, like this. So below the graph, you'll see the details of the stocks or companies, like the status, ex-dividend date or ex-date, pay date, payout, per share, and year-on-year growth. Status simply means the current state of the dividend, either announced or forecasted. Announced dividends are dividends which are confirmed by the companies. Forecasted dividends are based on distributions by the company in the previous year, adjusted by today's currency exchange. Ex-date is the day after which dividend payments will no longer be paid to investors who purchase a share of the security. So if you buy before this date, you are entitled to it. Pay date is the best date, it's where the dividend payments should be received. Payout looks at either the total amount distributed or how much of the company's profits are being given to shareholders. Per share focuses on how much money you'll earn for each share you own. And year-on-year growth describes the payment growth in comparison to the year prior. So let's say you want to see the forecasted dividend payments or earnings for 2025, you may be able to see it in the dividend section. Dividend payments will be shown each month, and these values vary from the dividend stocks you currently hold. So if you added another stock or added some shares, the 2025 forecasted dividends will be recomputed and show the data there. And that's how you import your Trading 212 portfolio and track your dividends using getquin. If you'd like to see other tracking software that can measure your dividends, let me know in the comments. I'd also like to mention that you shouldn't take any of the data shown here and any of the tracking to represent anything in regards to something that you can apply to your own investments. All the numbers here are for display and example purposes only, not an exact demonstration of your own returns. If you'd like to use getquin to see how your own portfolio measures up, then the link is in the description and pinned comment. It is a referral link, so if you do use it, then I appreciate you supporting this YouTube channel. If you liked this video, and if you made it this far, I'm guessing you probably did, then I have some good news for you. I'm giving away my PDF guide to the 10 dividend investing commandments, or the criteria that I use to pick dividend paying stocks, and I'm giving it away to you for free. All you need to do is submit your email in the link below and it'll get delivered to your inbox straight away. Again, that's for free. But that's not the only benefit of joining the email. You also get updates on the almost daily dividend portfolio, interesting stock ideas or news, and special deals and free stuff that I can share with you. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. See you!